All right, man, it's kind of weird to say this, but we are at the final roster update of the regular season. It's crazy, man, to think. I remember, the first roster update and my first predictions and everything. Man, that seems so long ago, but also at the same time, not that long ago, because it's just there's been so much that's happened with roster updates, but I don't know, man. It's been a crazy year. They've been moving guys up and down like wild. Andrelton Simmons was a diamond, then a gold, then he was a diamond again, then he's back to a gold. There's just been so much that's been going on in the roster updates this year. It's hard to think that this is finally the last one. Now, don't get it twisted. This is not the last roster update of the entire year. It is the final roster update of the regular season, and then they'll have the postseason roster update, which will do a reflection of the postseason on the live series cards for the players on the teams that made the postseason. So anyway, I'm going to give you guys my predictions for the final roster update of the year, and I'm going to do this one a little bit differently. Normally, I start with bronze to silver, silver to gold, and gold to diamond. For this one, I only have one silver to gold because I don't really think we care that much at this point. We're just looking for the big guys to get diamond before the season ends. So I am going to talk about a few golds in this video, but really quickly, the silver I would like to highlight. I want to take a look at Yoan Moncada from the Chicago White Sox. Now, the White Sox just got Tim Anderson and Jose Abreu both upgraded, I should say, to golds. And I think Yoan Moncada could possibly get there. I mean, if we look at the season he's putting together, a 314 average, a 367 on base, a 547 slugging, a 913 OPS, 24 home runs, 33 doubles, 77 runs batted in. He's also got 10 steals. In the last 2 weeks, he's got 6 doubles, a home run, 2 triples, 9 RBIs. He's hitting .423 with a 444 on base, a 673 slugging, and an 1100 OPS. So he's really hot right now. And his card is obviously going to be favoring right-handed pitching, but if we take a look at what he's doing against lefties, I mean, he's got a 291 average. 65 contact for a 291 average just doesn't seem to fit for a whole season's worth of production. And then he's got a 340 on base and an 830 OPS, 4 home runs and 14 doubles. I don't really think you need to give him that much power upgrade against lefties if he's going to get that at all, but I do think he should get a contact upgrade against lefties. Will that be enough to get him the +2 to a gold? I don't know, but I hope he does. I think he deserves to be a gold. Once again, we got to talk about DJ LeMahieu, man. I think it's time for this guy to be a diamond. He had an entire season where he proved that he was one of the best hitters in the American League. I mean, a 328 average on the season with a 376 on base, a 520 slugging, and an 896 OPS. He was hitting the ball all over the field. 26 home runs, 31 doubles, 99 runs batted in. He's not going to get anything against lefties, at least on the contact side of things, because he's got 102 contact versus lefties. He's hitting 380 with a 440 on base and an OPS at 1.079 against lefties. I think it's safe to say that contact is up there. I mean, I guess you could give him a power upgrade, 10 home runs and 11 doubles. It's 21 extra base hits against lefties. Maybe you could give him a power boost. I don't know, but at the end of the day, I do think he just needs that one overall upgrade. Whether or not you upgrade maybe his vision or his discipline or something, I think that DJ should get that 85 diamond going into the postseason. And, to be fair, if the Yankees do perform really well in the postseason and DJ continues to play at the level he's been playing at, he could probably get it by the end of the postseason if he doesn't get it now, but I think DJ has proven himself. I think he's earned the diamond rating, and I think he can get a +1. Next up, we've got Pete Alonzo, another 84 overall. This guy plays on the other side of New York for the New York Mets in the National League. And Pete Alonzo, it seems like every single update is getting more and more power upgrades. I mean, the dude's got 50 home runs in his rookie season. That's just unreal. 50 home runs in his rookie season, chasing the Judge record. I don't know if he's going to get there, but whatever. You got to respect the season that Pete Alonso's putting together. I think easily the Rookie of the Year in the National League, especially with Tatis being hurt. But that's besides the point. He's got a 261 average, a 360 on base, a 580 slugging, and a 940 OPS. Like I said, 50 home runs and 30 doubles. So 80 total extra base hits out of his 151. So correct me if I'm wrong, but that's over half of his hits have been extra base hits. So the Mets are not going to make the playoffs, so if Pete Alonso is going to get that diamond, it's going to have to be now. I don't know if they would upgrade anything with his fielding. I don't really think he is a stellar fielder. His defensive WAR is, negative 1.6, so they're probably not going to do anything with his fielding, but 50 home runs, how many against righties did he hit? 37 against right-handed pitching, and he's got more against lefties. His OPS and slugging is higher against righties, so I could see a right-handed power upgrade to get both of those over 100, maybe similar to like a Joey Gallo type of card, but he has a little bit more contact and stuff. So I think Pete Alonso could get it. I think he needs just a little bit more power against righties. If you're going to give him 103 against lefties, and he's got a higher OPS and slugging against righties, he probably should get at least 103. So I think Pete Alonso can get a power upgrade and get to diamond. Next up, we've got Shane Bieber, another 84 overall gold, only 1 point away from being a diamond. I wouldn't be shocked if he didn't get the diamond, but I also think he's probably done enough to deserve it at this point. But once again, it's not like a make or break thing on the card. He would only probably go up a couple points if he did. But if we take a look at what Shane Bieber's doing, he's got a 3.23 ERA in over 200 innings pitched this season, 252 strikeouts to 39 walks. He's got a whip at 1.030. He's allowing significantly less hits per nine this year than he was last year. He's allowing less walks per nine and striking out almost 2 more batters per nine. So honestly, the hits, the Ks, and the walks, all 3 of them could get a little bit of an upgrade right there. And you can see he's got +7 to his hits and Ks per nine on Inside Edge today, and that brings him up to an 87. Now, I don't think he needs that much. I think he only needs maybe a handful of attribute points to get him up to an 85. But I mean, with that 3.23 ERA, he's thrown 3 complete games. 2 of them have been shutouts. Like, you just got to give him some love right there. So I think Shane Bieber could possibly even get a stamina upgrade with having 3 complete games in 200 innings. Like, I don't know. I think Shane Bieber can get an upgrade in a couple different categories. Will he get diamond? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. All right, next guy we've got is Jack Flaherty, having an incredible second half of the season. I believe Fuzzy was comparing him to, 2015 Jake Arrieta. Like, those are impressive numbers with what Jack Flaherty is putting up. On the season, he's got a 2.85 ERA in 189 innings pitched, 225 strikeouts to 54 walks. He's actually leading the league in whip. He's allowing the lowest amount of walks and hits per inning pitched at 0.988. He's got a 6.3 hits per nine, a 1.2 home runs per nine, 2.6 walks per nine, and striking out almost 11 batters per nine. His walks per nine have come down every single season since he's been pitching, so I do think he could be due for a walks per nine upgrade. Home runs per nine are probably going to stay the same. Hits per nine most likely going to stay the same. Strikeouts per nine probably going to stay the same as well. So I think the one place that Jack Flaherty could get that upgrade would be walks per nine. But I mean, that walks per nine, like I said, is getting lower and lower every single season. I think you could bump that up to maybe like a 65, maybe a 68 or something like that. Give him some points there. Will that be enough to get him into an 85 overall? I don't know. It might not, but the Cardinals are in the playoff push once again, so they could, we could see Jack Flaherty as a diamond maybe by the end of the postseason if he goes into the postseason and continues to pitch the way he's been pitching in the second half, but we'll have to wait and see. Next up, we got Paul Goldschmidt, Jack Flaherty's teammate over there on the St. Louis Cardinals. He has had a little bit of a rough go. He was an 85 diamond. He got downgraded to an 84, and I think the day he got downgraded, or like the day after or something, he hit like, 3 home runs in a game? So, I don't know, man. They might have been quick to downgrade Paul Goldschmidt, but I mean, if we take a look at what he's doing, especially in the last 2 weeks since the last roster update, he's only hitting 265. He is slugging over 1,000 though. He's got 4 home runs and 6 doubles in his last 49 at bats. So he is slugging and getting on base a good amount. But if we take a look at the season as a whole, he's got 80 contact versus lefty and 90 power versus lefty. I mean, he's only hitting 253 with an OPS at 951. I don't even know if 80 contact is like that good for, or that might be too good for what he's putting up. I mean, he's only hitting 253, and then 261 on the average against righties with a 795 OPS. I don't see either of those stats going up. And you look at what he's doing. He's only need a +6 against righties to get him up to an 85. I honestly don't think it's going to happen. I think Paul Goldschmidt is going to remain as a gold, but he is one of the more expensive gold cards right now that you can buy leading up to this roster update. So I would personally say Paul Goldschmidt is a no-go. And I think the last guy I'm going to talk about in this video is going to be Mike Clevenger. I'm going to keep this kind of brief, short and sweet for the whole roster update. Similar to Shane Bieber, Mike Clevenger is having an amazing season for the Cleveland Indians. I mean, on the year, a 2.39 ERA and 120 innings pitched, 165 strikeouts to only 35 walks. He's allowed less than 10 home runs on the entire season, so the home runs per nine is definitely down. He's allowing less hits per nine, less home runs, less walks, and striking out over 12 batters per game. I mean, with that delivery he's got, it's very violent. It almost kind of reminds me of like a full wind-up version of like K-Rod or something. Like, it's just got a very like vicious delivery. Like, it's very quick and kind of hard to catch for the batter. That's why he kind of strikes out so many guys. And overall, I think any of the per nines can get an upgrade. Hits per nine may not get an upgrade. It'll probably stay where it is at 85. Ks per nine could probably go up. Walks per nine could go up. Home runs per nine could go up. And, you know, like I said, very similar to Shane Bieber, or similar to Bieber and similar to the other guys that are in the playoff push, the Indians, if they make it, if they pitch well in the playoffs, Mike Clevenger could get the upgrade there. But I think Clevenger is possible. I don't know if it's going to happen because SDS might be a little bit slow on that, but I think it's possible. And honestly, guys, that's pretty much all I have for the roster update at this point. I didn't do as much research as I normally do just because, like, I don't know, man, it's the last roster update. I don't feel like there's many guys that we really care about going silver to gold at this point. I think most people are just caring about the gold to diamonds, seeing who's going to get it before the season ends, especially guys who aren't on a playoff team like Pete Alonzo. This is his last chance to get that diamond upgrade. Yohan Moncada, this is his last chance to get that gold upgrade. Guys like that. So, yeah, I just try to focus on those type of dudes. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up. Down in the comments, let me know which upgrades you want to see. Did I not talk about anybody? Just feel free to leave your comments down there. I try to keep this one as concise as possible, not go too in-depth, just kind of give you my thoughts. But yeah, hopefully you guys liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.